All right, so now we have nice, clean, and consolidated tracks. We don't have any bleed on our toms. A little bit more organization. I'm going to make a routing folder for the drum track. Routing, call it drums. And remember that a routing folder is essentially a submix. And what it allows us to do is to take all of our drum tracks, drop them on top of the folder so that we can open it up, save some space. But until we tell the outputs to go to the drum input, we're not going to actually have control over that. So I'm highlighting my tracks. Option Shift does to all that are highlighted. And I'm going to change the outputs to drums.1 because it's a separate, don't ask. You probably will just say drums. So now we can mute, solo, process, but we still have individual drums as well. All right, so very, very cool thing. Do I want to do any other routing folders? I probably would like to have something with my keys, because if I want to EQ them, I don't want to EQ them both together. Or I should say I don't want to necessarily EQ them separately. I still like having these on separate tracks, if only because we might need to do some volume matching or something at some point. I'm actually going to show you a different way than a routing folder. I will say at this point in my life, I would probably just choose a routing folder. But before we had routing folders, we still had submixes, and I will call this one piano, and I'm going to do it on an aux track. And this is going to get us kind of to the same place, but routing folders are more elegant in obvious ways. So what I'm going to do is, you don't have those going to buses yet. I'm going to take my two keys tracks, my two piano tracks. Option Shift does to all that are highlighted, and I'm going to choose a bus, and I'm going to change the input to my aux track to that same bus. So now these two tracks are really routed through this track going to the main outs. So you can see boom, boom. So if I wanted to put EQ, I just need to put it on this one. What's kind of a pain is I need to solo both of these. So what I'm going to do is highlight these two, Command G, make a group, call it piano. What I want to make sure that I do, though, is enable solos, so that when I solo one, I solo both. Now, the thing is if I want to adjust the left, I need to undo my group, or else both will go up. But once these are balanced, I have overall volume control right there. What is cooler about a routing folder? I can do that. I actually added a track instead of really being able to get rid of the clutter. I'm not going to do that to guitars yet. I'm not sure that I will. And there you go. So routing folders versus submixes on an aux.